Joining me now, renowned Harvard Law School professor emeritus, attorney Alan Dershowitz, one of the finest legal minds in the country. He's also the author of, most recently, Trumped Up: How Criminalization of Political Differences Endangers Democracy. Great to have you with us, Professor.
Thank you.
First, your assessment of that rich little tweet from Eric Holder.
I think most Americans don't want to see the justice system infected with bias or perceptions of bias. And this is not just whether a person's Democrat or Republican. I'm a liberal Democrat who voted for and contributed to Hillary Clinton. But I think I could be fair because I've never expressed publicly any views of hatred toward Donald Trump or anyone else who's being investigated. When you have people tweeting and sending messages or emails expressing hatred and prejudice against the subject, potential subject of the investigation, you have a real problem about the perception of bias. And I think Mueller has to do something about it. And what I've suggested is that he should bring onto his team a consultant on ethics. Mike Mukasey, who was on your show and who's brilliant, would be a perfect choice. Louis Freeh would be a perfect choice, a former judge, somebody who has the respect of everybody, a nonpartisan person, and let him or her go through the investigators and the prosecutors and see if there is bias among any of the people who remain on the task force or in the prosecution. And we have to, at least going forward, make sure that this investigation is Caesar's wife, because when you're going after the Oval Office, you have to be beyond reproach. You cannot give the other side weapons and ammunition to attack the integrity of your prosecution, and Mueller has given them ammunition.
I think that your recommendations for consultants on ethics are terrific. I would hope that there would be within the Justice Department those, including the Attorney General, the Deputy Attorney General, who would say to Mueller, you just violated every ethics and ethical standard imaginable when you took 9 out of 17 spots in one of the largest special counsel teams ever assembled and turned it over to anti-Trump, pro-Hillary activists, for crying out loud. When we have to, a very lawyerly, if I may say, solution, but Professor, I prefer a more direct managerial and leadership-oriented result, which is you obviously, Peter Strzok, have written 10,000 emails to your mistress in which you declare your intent to subvert the president, to subvert the republic, and maybe it's time we order some reprisal and some consequences for such conduct, and not to put you in charge of HR or some department thereof. This is outrageous.
For me, his biggest sin was he should have recused himself. He knew about these messages before anyone else did. Now, remember that the law prohibits picking people for an investigation based on party affiliation or who they voted for. That's not enough.
You just said, Professor, if I may infer, you just said the law prohibits using common sense and common decency to assure impartiality. That cannot be right.
Well, it doesn't allow you to ask a person's party affiliation or who they voted for, but it does allow you to see whether they've expressed hatred and animosity. Take, for example, Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She has expressed this kind of view. She said Donald Trump was a faker and she didn't know the country could survive him. And she now has to sit on cases involving the president. When you're in positions to affect people's lives, whether as a justice or as an FBI agent or as a prosecutor, you have to be beyond reproach. You have to show the world that you are unbiased and you're prepared to go after the person you voted for or to support the person you voted against. And what I worry about is these messages create at least the impression that among some people, certainly among this FBI agent, that perception was not there. And that's
not only among that FBI agent, the number 2 in the agency itself, Andrew McCabe, his wife, the beneficiary of the political largesse of Governor Terry McAuliffe of Virginia, one of the biggest fundraisers, if not the biggest fundraiser for Hillary Clinton. And the list goes on and on. There is no exception here. There is no FBI agent. There is no team member of the Mueller special counsel that is Republican.
We don't know that. We don't
yes,
know
well,
that.
I do
we
know
don't
that.
know.
Well,
no,
I do know this. Let me be very clear.
Yeah.
I
Right.
do know that at this point, we do know there are 9 out of 17 who are Democratic donors. We know
Right.
5 of them are donors to Hillary Clinton. We know that there is no apparent Republican on there. We have combed, the national media has combed every resource to find them. They're unavailable to us.
Lou, let me ask you a direct question,
Sure.
and I may be embarrassed by the answer. I was a donor to the Hillary Clinton campaign. I like Hillary Clinton.
I would be astonished
I voted
if you
her.
didn't.
And if I had been asked to serve, if I were younger, to serve on this investigative group, I think I would have, and I think I would have been fair. I would never have sent messages like that. I wouldn't hold those views. But I don't think just being a supporter of Hillary Clinton makes you unfit to sit on an investigative group. I agree with you that if everybody on the group
I think
were to
that
be,
in these politically charged
that's different, yeah.
and polemical moments, this is not a good time to be a partisan if you are going to be making those kind of determinations.
Look, I don't think there should be partisans at all. Justice Harlan, when he's appointed to the Supreme Court, he said he would never vote again in an election because he wanted never to be seen as partisan in any way. Prosecutors, as soon as they become prosecutors, have to stop being partisans.
Yeah.
That's the key. It's difficult.
I wish
Look,
that judgment had been that he wished never to be a partisan rather than appear as a partisan because of partisan he was.
I agree.
And not many people, Alan, have the intellect to rise above themselves the way you do. Alan, I've got to go. We're way over.
Okay.
Please, your last word.
Oh, I said that Madison wrote in Federalist 51, if men were angels, we wouldn't need laws. We know that people have biases. We know that people have prejudices. It's the essence of being a fair prosecutor to make sure that those biases are not manifest and don't influence in any way your decisions. And
how
that's
human I am and how much law I need. I want the SOBs at the top of the FBI and the Justice Department prosecuted.
I don't believe that. I don't think we should be using criminal justice system to settle political scores. I would be as much
not a
opposed
political
to that
score, partner. This is
opposed
breaking
to
the law and subverting a republic, Alan.
I don't
that
think
is
so.
not abstract. Alan,
I think it
with
raises
that, I have to
ethical
go.
questions,
Alan,
but not criminal questions. Okay, we disagree.